Paul said, though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. And he said, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Christ in the pulling down of strongholds. And he said, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. Can I tell you something? What we are fighting is not flesh and blood. It may look like a wife, it may look like a husband, it may look like a child, it may look like a pastor, it may look like an usher, it may look like a chorister, but the truth is that there is a principality, powers behind it. Paul said, let our battles go beyond the people and go to the principalities. King Darius came and made a rule, enacted the law and said nobody should pray. It began from the governors, gathered themselves and said, let us go and tell the king to enact a law. Nobody should pray on this land. Then they take it to the king, and the king said, it's a good thing, I must enforce this law. Nobody should pray on the land. Then Daniel begins to pray, and Daniel is put in a lion's den. Then he is delivered. Then he continues to pray and enters into 21 days of fasting. And then on the 21st day, an angel comes and said, the first day you prayed, an answer was given. But when I was coming, the prince of Persia stopped me on the way and said, this prayer shouldn't come down. Then he told them, after the prince of Persia, after I leave, another prince will come, who is the prince of Grecia. It means that there was a problem, the prince of Persia, that the principality that ruled in that kingdom of Persia, what he hated was prayer. So it was not about the governors that hated Daniel, neither was it about King Darius that enacted the law. It was about a principality in the heavenly places that was conjuring issues in the men to attack Daniel from praying. So this thing we find ourselves, it may look like who is attacking you is a father, behind him is a principality. Who really didn't like prayer was not the governors. Who really didn't like prayer was not King Darius. Who didn't like prayer was the prince of Persia. He was up there. Who don't like you is not the one you see. Who hates you is not the one you are dealing with. It's not that boss. It's not that family member. It's not that friend. It's not that church member. Who really hates you is a principality somewhere. He's only operating through people. So Paul said that we should open our eyes to know who we are wrestling with. They are not flesh and blood. They are principalities, powers, spiritual wickedness. They know how to use flesh and blood against us, and they know how to let us wrestle among ourselves and ignore them. I'm not saying I won't offend you. I will offend you, but let love defeat offenses. Let love defeat weaknesses. Let love defeat poverty in the church. Let love defeat sickness. May we look at even the poor in the church and love them better. Let love defeat leadership and titles. Jesus was on the cross. It may look like nails were sustaining him on the cross, but it was love. He's a figure of love. You cannot finish preaching Jesus without talking about love, and you cannot talk about love without talking about Jesus.